last time my audio of the game was way too loud, so apologize there. Let's see if I turn that down a little bit. Go just a bit higher there. Yeah, it also moved my microphone away from my mouth because I think that helps with breathing on it. Oh yeah, let's get the controller for this. So we made a save slot. I'm hoping that when I save, though, normally it doesn't, Wait, what are you talking about, 99%? We beat this yesterday. We did the thing. I guess we don't have all the eggs. That's a problem. That's okay. We can go for that in this run.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Oh yeah, I guess we won't get the cutscene here because I made this yesterday by accident.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
So yeah, I've been working on this, well, it's the first video I'd actually made, recording. It was for the, I wonder, no, I probably can't turn off tutorial stuff. But yeah, it was essentially to do with my problems that I have with,
the most important precursor artifact you can
how
find.
people are protesting.
You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-grab
when they go to the ice facilities and whatnot. Now, in Minnesota, they did pretty well, but there was still like a lot of that goofy stuff. Oregon, too, there was a lot of more of the goofy stuff going on, and that's the whole thing with it. Oh. Okay. Okay. I guess we really don't need to mess with those.
Hey! You found one of my scout flies! I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all!
But yeah, my complaint was that the, oh! Well, I was not trying to do that. I've never done that. Take it back. Yeah, just people going there, dressing up and dancing, singing, all that noise. It's really disturbing to me, like seeing that that's what people think is what the situation calls for at these ice facilities and like Delaney Hall and like that. You know, you get like the people with their singing circles and stuff, or oh my god, the people that try to talk to the agents and appeal to their humanity and everything, and it's just... I have been in some situations where I would even look back and go like, yeah, I was being like delusional, you know, thinking delusionally, talking nonsense, and yeah, this is how I would describe them in
Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near.
On top of that, you know, it strikes me as like people, you know, clout chasing or whatever when they're doing all that. They might some of them will give like a speech and
Notice how each blue eco
people
cluster
rally
you
around
pick up
that shit. Like,
increases the time you can use its
I
power.
don't get it. I'm not a public speaker, but if I had the ability to do that effectively, yeah, I'd be saying a much different message. Unfortunately, I'm not super riled up about it right now. Maybe I'd be more, I want to say coherent, but yeah, fluent, coherent. So, I don't know, the stuff grosses me out quite a bit.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through
Because,
your
like, you
body.
see what these people are doing, what they're capable of, you know, spraying people directly in the face with, who are literally just
That's
talking
a blue
shit
eco vent.
sometimes.
More concentrated than the floating
I mean,
clusters.
I've seen
This vent will give
videos
you a
of,
full charge of blue
well,
eco.
yeah,
letting you
I've seen
use it for
tons
the
of videos
maximum
of them
time.
spraying people directly, point blank, in the eyes, who are just standing there. And there's pictures of it all over. That's kind of the stuff I was compiling for that video I was talking about. And I'm still gonna put that together and work on it. I just thought maybe I'd have a better luck
The door to open.
starting from
Blue
scratch
eco
and just
can
doing
breathe
it,
energy
you know, kind of
into
this
all
way.
kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years. Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco.
But yeah, that
Pick
kind
up
of
50
response
small green
to that
ecos
type
or
of
one
activity
big green one
is
to increase your health.
it's insane. It's like how we've, you know, noticed oh no, we don't do that, an underwhelming response from like the Democratic Party, right? But now we're starting to realize, a lot of us are, that wasn't just, you know, kind of mistakenly underreacting. I believe, you know, that this is intentional, and it goes to even to other like leftists and stuff that, you know, they're kind of responding similarly, right? They're spraying us in the face, beating our asses, and this and that, but we have to maintain civility, or at least people have to call for that, I guess, because if the appropriate response did take place, the comfort of all of those people, the streamers, and you know, as much as I like the guy for his leftist takes, and very, you know, that has opened my mind to like a lot of different views, and actually I would even credit with, you know, my sort of being able to get more comfortable with, I guess, like understanding and empathizing with trans people, because that's something that took me longer than, you know, with like gay people. With gay people is my friend, who I ended up you know, finding out when I was in high school that he was gay, so I was like, okay, well, I gotta
You found all of the power cells
so
on the island.
I gotta like reevaluate,
Back to the
right?
warp gate so I can bring you back to the lab. Hurry up.
And so, yeah, with Vaush, though, that I hadn't already said his name.
Good training, boys.
I do take
Nothing
issue
compared
with
to the
this like
challenges that lie
underwhelming
ahead.
kind of
Then no
rhetoric,
problem.
or
We got the moves,
action
eh,
even,
Jack?
because sometimes,
We
you know,
got
his
to
rhetoric
stay
is
in
just
check,
fine.
Big Green,
It's
but
not like,
we're,
oh, you know, hit the
itching to get
streets
on with our
and
adventures.
burn it down or nothing, but it's like,
adventure away.
you know, he's basically
And while you're out
showing
adventuring,
the tone
why
of
don't
what
you
the
make yourself
situation is, but
useful?
then on the other hand,
My
his
darn
actions
green
and
eco-collectors are
supporting,
bugged
you
up.
know, for example,
Head out to the
progressive
far side of the
victory. I
beach
do
and
understand
clear
that it's
them
like
out, why don't you?
good to get
Follow
progressives
the
in
lamps.
into office,
right
but
thing.
the way I see it is,
No,
in a world where
all of you.
we might actually
Get
stand a chance
out of
at
here!
having a democracy still, then I can see that. I don't see putting these people into positions of power at the very last minute is going to change. It's not going to rewrite everything that's happened. The Supreme Court decisions that have led to, you know, stripping away of rights and setting new precedents, and I mean, the absolute immunity thing is crazy. So why would you know, us doing what we've kind of always done or been taught that is the way to do this, why would that change any of that? You know, they're willing to bulldoze and just completely
Like scout flies
obliterate
always
the
in
way
red
that we've done
boxes.
things for the sake of implementing, you know, their fascist agenda. So, like, why would people think that, in light of all of that, these things that we know are happening and have happened, are they going to just try and get people into these seats that we need to know that these people are actually going to fight, and that there's going to be enough of them to make this difference. And even then, it's all predicated on people's perception that things are going to be
Let's see.
okay, right?
Now, where should I go
But-
first?
There's the big challenge that we have is disparity, right? Or you know, desperation. That's the word I'm looking for. Disparity works in a different context, but yeah, the desperation that this administration and fascist administrations require for people to be willing to fight their fight. You know, the people that go into the military who might follow these orders, you know, because they're there to escape the poverty that their families have been under for so long, and the you know, maybe like education opportunities and so on and so forth, you know, and then the pensions and benefits that come with all of that. It makes sense that you're, you know, especially when you keep so much of the population have that great of a disparity in the wealth of our society.
Well, hello there, my dear boy.
What's up, Pong?
You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a
So yeah,
sort of
I
spot
think
of
with
fun.
Vaush, you know, that his
Anyway,
perspective-
would you be
yeah.
kind enough to know your
I
dear
think
old
that
uncle 90
his perspective
precursor
is both
orbs, so he can get
wrong,
underway?
or and I could
Hours
very well be wrong, but I don't believe that I am. But I think that his position is based on his position of comfort, right? And that if he was lacking the comforts that he had, you know, that are built on the opportunities that he had growing up, and the conditions that, you know, presented those opportunities, I think that he would be singing a different tune, especially in this moment, seeing all this chaos and having so much uncertainty in his personal life. But he doesn't have that position, so I do understand why it would be hard for him to see
No, don't tell me that you two
things
have
differently.
problems as well.
See that the moment calls for greater change, and I do see that he's changed his position, and I respect that actually very much. So that he's been willing to, you know, acknowledge that's a very hard thing for a lot of people to do. I know, especially because I've grown up with it. You know, the
Did you pay the
will
bill?
in my family to admit that you're wrong, especially to
You're
somebody you
funny.
don't like, or
If you two
you know, maybe
think
they're younger than you, or
equal me,
they're older than you, or
I'll give
whatever
you
the
power
perspective
cell.
that, you know,
Oh, and another
that
thing,
gap to be able to
if by
admit,
any
you know, that okay,
chance you're
I was wrong
interested in
then.
making a contribution
It's
to
a
my
tough one
re-election
for a lot of people, so
campaign,
I do
might
respect
be
that
willing to
because we
part
need
with yet
more of that.
another power cell. The minimum contribution is
And we need to allow people that ability to like
90
change and
precursor
adapt their views and whatnot, because you know, in the end, it's like neither M nor I can see the future, so I'm not gonna pretend like that's, you know, the case that's not the case.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh,
But a lot of people think
I
that
thought
they have
for
to
a
like
moment you were my muse.
they have to go hard in their
What?
position, and you know, they
Haven't
can't
you ever seen a muse before?
because
little
it might
glowing
seem like, oh,
squirrel
they're
about
fence
your
riding, or
size,
it's not
full
controversial
of
enough, so
spunk,
it doesn't drive enough
crazy
engagement or
as a
whatever.
lark.
I can't get with
Oh,
all
I
that.
get it.
I would like
Like a
more
sidekick.
engagement in the
As a
community,
matter
and
of
like
fact, without my muse,
to help
I
build
just
my
can't sculpt.
perspective and put my
her
views out there.
around,
A back and forth
I
really
see
helps with that.
beauty in everything,
But
you know?
I know I
Right now,
it's
I
hard
couldn't
for me
chisel my way
to
out
sit
of a
there and like
box. I think she ran
put
away
on
to
an
that
act
misty island.
and hype myself up even.
just hope she's
Now,
alright.
when I'm talking with
It's worth
somebody
the
and
hassle
like
to bring her back to
I
me.
can get passionate. I can
Wait a minute.
definitely
We are not going back to
I can rip
Misty
shit up
Island.
sometimes too.
Are
Like
we?
I'll be in a state. Oh man, when I vape, nicotine really does it for me too. Like I'll be in a flow state and totally different. So, like right now, I feel like I sound like I'm high, but I actually don't smoke weed. Used to, but no, nicotine. Yeah, it's like I don't know, like Adderall for my brain. Which is not great. I've never actually been on it, so maybe that would be like, I don't know, meth. Well, I guess, anyway, what the fuck are we talking about?
All right, treasure.
Dude, what? Come on now. There we go.
All right, more orbs. Hey, that pelican just snagged a power cell. Let's go kick some big bird butt.
Man, I'm just remembering, like, I spent the first time I started trying to play this again since I was a kid. There's a vent over there that you gotta open by grabbing one of those electrical balls, the Blue Eco, and so I'm like running across the beach or whatever, you know, all over the place from way off that way and up there, trying to get to that thing in time. And so I'm like crossing the gap over here and everything. And for those of you that know, it's just, oh man, never got a direct hit like that. Yeah, you don't have to go and do all that, so. I was, and I mean, I spent hours trying to figure out, like, there's gotta be a way. At least it felt like hours. I could see like 2 hours trying to do that, cumulatively.
We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
So yeah, I think that a lot of people's their comfort is, you know, everything, and I get it, really do. I really do, because like I worked really hard against in spite of with some help. Like, I don't want it to be like, oh, there was no credit to be given to my parents on me achieving what I have, which is not, it's minimal, but in spite of like challenges, I think it's quite a bit as far as I'm concerned. And getting my house is what I'm talking about, which I got when I was 25. You know, I was like, the apartments that I was living at, and I used to work at the time, they weren't going to renew with me my lease, so because I was a nuisance, I wasn't a good tenant, and you know, management had changed, and so I hadn't worked there in a while, and it was, you know, there wasn't really any reason for them to like keep me around.
I would offer my congratulations, but you have so much to do.
They weren't going to renew. My dad offered to let me like stay on his couch. No, actually have a room.
Controlling the village rat problem.
So that was cool, you know. And he was like, "I stay as long as you want, blah blah." But like, long story short on that, you know, my stepmom hated me. They called me, you know, hard R N-word at one point because I called her out on some shit, like throwing shit away that didn't belong to her because she's just vindictive like that. But and so yeah, like that's
Now meet me down here by the egg.
some shit, and then her always complaining to him, just saying like I was trying to get on her nerves or whatever for no reason.
My.
And he ends up like, as I'm working on getting this place, right, like every time I'm almost out of there, some bullshit happens. No matter like how much I try and help out around there, actually when I would try to help out, it was, I would get in more trouble for no reason. Be like, oh, he's playing music, I can hear it. It's like, he would pop in at night, be like, turn the shit down or whatever, but then it's like there's nothing on. Even and they realize that, or accuse me of drinking or whatever. So just like a lot of nonsense shit. And in spite of that, and getting my place, well, there was that time, I was working on that. Some new rule was made up where you can't let the dogs lick the bowls after you're done eating. You know, like I had some soup and I was eating with them and just chilling, and like he stands up like, that's it, you're out of here, because she looked over at him, and then he's like, yeah, you gotta get out of here in like 3 days. So you know, it was fucked, because you know, I stand up, you know, I'm like squaring up with him and shit, and I ended up, because I was enraged, and I'm gonna try and wrap this up quickly, but just to kind of demonstrate what I was like, type of shit that I was dealing with, and you know, I had a hot head for sure on that. Although I would like to say it's because of all that. But yeah, I have my fucking Milwaukee fastback on me, and I grabbed that, and I ended up dropping it after I grabbed it because I was like, wait, hold up, you know. And so I left, and I did, you know, I had like a little bit to drink when I got back, but I went to the gas station, drove around a bit, and like I came back, and then you know, there was cops there, and so you know, they fucking like asked me all these questions, and I didn't want to take a sobriety test, and well, like I just got back, but like I saw them, and I'm like, oh well, fuck this, and I just pounded some shots down, right, and then so they oh yeah, that's right, it's over here. So they end up you know, arresting me, and like they were talking some mad shit too, like saying that I was living on my dad's dime and all that shit. Dude, I offered to like pay so many times, and I did get to pay, you know, once, because I was like, I want them off my back. Like, I'm trying to pay my way here. I'm not trying to live here for fucking free. I had money. I had enough to just go and, like, get another apartment, but, you know, they're like, oh, you can just stay here for free and shit. That didn't work, so I'm like, alright, I'll pay you. I'll, like, you know, help out with whatever I can. Just, you know, stop causing me problems for no reason. Like, I wasn't even allowed to keep my soap in the bathroom. I would just get set out in the hallway, you know. I offered to, like, I had spices and stuff for my, you know, kitchen, but now I had to keep those in my closet or in storage because she was like, no. So yeah, and yeah, like they're talking shit, these cops, and so I start talking shit. But, you know, they're patting me down and all that, and all that, blah, 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 and all that, you know, just running my mouth. But hey, it's fucking America. Free speech, bitch. There's no crime in telling a cop that he likes to feel you up, even though, you know, it might not be the best idea, I suppose, but no crime. So yeah, they're like, you know, you turn and look at us again, we're gonna put your head on the hood. And I'm like, are you? And then they did slam me backwards into the ground. I hit my head on the ground. The cop's like, that was your head bouncing off the ground for being a dumbass or smartass or whatever it was he said, something like that. And you know, it's on body camera footage, so I don't know if the courts still have that, but I was trying to sue them for that and everything, but attorneys that I got pro bono they just didn't do anything for like 2 years, and I kept trying to get a hold of them, and they had me come in a couple of times, you know, review the footage and all that stuff, but they just like ghosted me, and I could only get a hold of the receptionist, and then they eventually called me back, like, you know, 2 years later, or 3 years, I don't even remember how much time. I'd given up at this point, and yeah, they called me, and they're like, oh, so did you get that paperwork over to this place, whatever? And I'm like, what? Like, I don't even know, dude, it's been like 2 years. Like, if I was given paperwork to bring somewhere, I would have done it, but yeah, so that was some bullshit, and that's kind of not really. This is going way off track, but that's the situation I was dealing with, and in spite of that, I got my place. I was 25, and I find it very difficult to cope with the thought of somebody, like, coming along and just taking that from me. You know, putting that in jeopardy. So, yeah, I guess I understand. Like, he's probably, you know, all of the work that he's put in through school and the research that, you know, it takes to make his content. I can understand, like, yeah, you fix yourself into a very comfortable position. You buy all these nice clothes and live a comfortable life and give people advice, and you justify, you know, sort of this position of yours through. See, I think I needed to go up those other stairs. Oh yeah. But yeah, to kind of justify that by. Those things. Oh, I'm sorry.
Quick! We have to get to the power cell before the Pelican scoops it up again!
So yeah, it's kind of like finding any way to without the collapse of society, and of course that's like bad. So there's that too. You know, I hate the idea, the thought that it, you know, somebody like him would say that what somebody saying the things I'm saying is selfish, when I genuinely believe that my position here just comes from being like realistic in the moment. You know, I don't personally want everything to fall apart, but it's already there, is what I'm seeing. So like trying to tell ourselves that like, oh, we can still hold it together, it just seems delusional to me. And yet, I am a delusional person, right? Delusionally optimistic, I like to say. And, you know, I don't want to, you know, risk everything, especially if there is that chance. So that's where Chris, you know, comes in for me. That's my answer. That's what helps me think that, you know, we can still get out of this, because let's say that the voting stuff doesn't work, right? Well, Chris is still viable in that situation, right? Because it's a community resource project, so if we have the ability to self-sustain, let's do that. Yeah, if we can sustain ourselves and people aren't desperate, because that's what I'm trying to address, right? It's the being desperate.
Woohoo!
There.
Wow! They caused an avalanche! Let's check it out!
Right. So if people aren't desperate, they're not like they're more capable of fighting back. You know, if we don't have to worry about, like, for example, right, if a family, you know, is like, well, look, I need to work this job, because if I don't, I can't feed my kids. And that's, you know, a reasonable thought, where it's like, well, I'm not going to put my job at risk, or the potential of finding another job, right? Because that's another part of this being desperate, is even if you could just like, oh, well, I could go find another job, but because, you know, your livelihood, your ability to feed yourself and shelter yourself hinges on it, you're not going to risk, being blacklisted because you went on strike. And I know that a lot of people have this concept in their head of like, well, you can't, they can't put actually like blacklist. It's bullshit. They can,
we can tackle a creature that dag nasty.
You know, there might be laws against, but there's no actual mechanism that prevents them from communicating with each other. I mean, I worked at a place where they had, you know, and it was a residential, like, a property management company that would have their competition showing up and just have, like, meetings with them, like, you know, regularly. And I would ask, because I assumed, like, okay, these are meetings, but they kind of were just like, oh, they're just touring, you know, and they just have like this competitive kind of thing that's going on, you know, basically like they're showing off to each other, and I'm just kind of like, that's bullshit, but whatever. Sounds like you're not going to tell me, and hey, I don't want to risk my job to ask more questions, right? You know, that's called being desperate. But he doesn't have to worry about that or think about that as much, you know, for other people. So it is pretty easy to just kind of say, no, just go with the system. You know, we gotta keep voting, and things are gonna get better if we just get these progressives in. I'm not progressives in office, but it's basically, to me, it's like the absolute baseline thing that you can do. Like making phone calls and doing the whatever for them. It's like, okay, or trying to make sure that people vote. Sure. But it's not. It's certainly not the end-all be-all, and not in this moment. You know, if this was 2016 or something, I could totally see it, 100%. Or I guess 2015 or whatever. The specific date doesn't matter. The point is that we are beyond the time where that's like realistically viable.
Oh, well done, my boy.
Or
You actually
especially
got those
as our,
bags back into the pen.
only
now I
measure
can
of
sleep in
taking.
peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
In fact, I would say that it'd be more worth it to like be setting up a program, like all of the money and time and effort, the work that's gone into PV, I would say would probably be better spent on a community resource project or a structure that can, you know, create a way for people to, like progressives that are in a red state, a bad state where they're losing their rights, you know, to like medical services and all kinds of stuff like that. I think that if we set up a structure where we can help them move, like finding a job and in the blue state progressive area, housing, you know, get a list of like all the jobs
This must
that
be a
are
precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about.
that aren't going to be like, you know, a hostile
in
environment to them, and kind of get like approved lists of those things and housing situations that accommodate, and yeah, help them move. Now, would that be a lot of money? Yeah, it'd be a lot of money. But I think it'd be more of a worthwhile thing, because I don't know, you know, I'm sure that if we could poll like people, hey, if there was a program like that that was set up specifically to help people like you in your situations, and of course there would be tier lists of like, you know, who's going to get help first with these things, and there'd probably be criteria for, well, at least as far as I'm concerned, but as an organizational thing, I'm sure this would be voted on by the people running it. So I would think that it would break down like who's most at risk and so on.
Who awakens the oracle?
To receive those benefits.
One of you
that
has the light
towards.
within. From before
Kind of like a refugee.
I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
Yeah, you help them move. That's going to impact our local areas by you know, giving so those voters, right? Because once they get established and everything, and whatever, they're not just like getting on a state provided like benefits deal. They're actually contributing, and that's assured in the whole program. Like they wouldn't be moved until all that's kind of been found and established. but yeah, it's a matter of like having those discussions and thinking about the need some more water for carrots. I think that's what that is, carrots. Yeah, I absolutely think that that can be done, and it's not just getting these politicians voted for. Because you can do that. It's not even like, especially in this time, it's kind of sells itself. You know, it's like when I was doing that that like 2-week training thing with that security company, right? And it's got, you know, like, oh, tuck in your shirt and all this and that, right? And it's a bunch of pomp and circumstance when it's like, you don't, if your equipment in the sales of that hinges on my shirt being tucked in, you know, when, for one, I mean, like, the guy I was working with had his, it didn't even have his shoes tied during the whole thing that happened. So I was stupid. Like, literally, you know, nonetheless, he actually didn't mind that guy because he did let up. It was just the overarching thing. And yeah. So doing that, where it's like, well, especially in this time, like if things are so dangerous, you shouldn't have to tell people that, right? For one, so there's not really a good point in like trying to scare people. Like if they're gonna buy a security system, they're gonna buy it, and it should just sell on its merits. You know, you might help them like figure out where's the best location, kind of recommend stuff, but you shouldn't have to push. And if you do, you know, or maybe like if you could see somebody's kind of hesitant, I could see like trying to, you know, there's like certain things I can see about that, but you know, there's not going to be a whole lot of that going on in this time, especially in regards to politics. So it's a bit silly on its face to me, like feeling like, oh yeah, I've got to remind people to vote. It's like if you have to remind somebody to vote, especially in this time, I don't think they're going to be the ones making the difference, because those numbers should be very few. But of course, it's not like they're polling people and like, okay, so hey, if we hadn't have reached you, would you not have voted? I mean, I guess they could maybe like, oh, if their information's not up to date or something, they haven't registered to vote. If people are not registering to vote and engaging in the political process even, to the extent that that's going to make the difference, you shouldn't have to be calling them. You should be looking at the system and going like, okay, what changes can we make here? Because there's like something fundamentally wrong. And the only way to make those changes is not just through politicians. Because right now, there's a fascist takeover that's happened since 2020. And they seem to be managing getting things done just fine. So that in itself is really all the proof you should need that when it comes to getting things done, it does really come down to, like, the bottom line is them having the monopoly on violence. And so I am 100% an advocate of violating somebody who's going to try and violate me. And if they already have, good luck. But obviously this is on a societal sense, so that is metaphorical in that sense.
Out of that vent over there. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
That, you know, my or actually analogous would be more appropriate.
We need to get to to the top of that tower.
Oh! No. Oh, nice. Yeah, we can't just keep doing the same old, you know, conventional means of addressing problems, because these problems are dramatically different from what they were 10 years ago. You know, and this has been building up. It's really not like this all just happened and we gotta freak out, you know, but there should be a little bit more urgency. Okay, a lot bit. There should be a lot more going on. Organizing though, and you know, connecting with your neighbors, creating support structures, and please don't do it again. Why? What? I was bouncing on the thing though. You can't kill me like that. Whatever. I'll dive bouncing on the thing. Just get out bouncing. Plus it's leather stretched across these 4 posts. What was I saying? Yeah, things are dramatically different and require a different kind of response. And these structures that I'm talking about should have been set up ahead of time. There are a lot of things that are trying to accomplish a lot of what I'm referring to, but these things get kind of, they're so, you know, far and few between that it's kind of hard for people to like lean into them and imagine that that's what can actually fix the situation, because they're broken apart, right? People need to, these organizations need to collaborate and close the gaps, so build stronger networks, accomplishing the same goals. So our problem was all this lightning. I don't think we really needed any. Had a panic attack there because I was like, I have been muted before and forget. Well, it happens, but just got a little spooked.
Yeah, so we got a precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff, so it ain't gonna help us.
lights have been activated all over the world. I knew there was a way to turn them on. There must be places to turn on the other eco vents as well.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Do I need... Yeah. Jerks. Close.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig. And now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you and Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty Island. You want to try the challenge?
Yeah, this is gonna be frustrating.
There are two types of good fish to catch. 1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. And if you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch. Here comes a big one. Steady, boy.
So yeah, initially, you know, because I do think about these things quite a bit, and initially I was kind of wanting to just be like, oh, you know what, he's doing this on purpose because he just doesn't care, and he's the selfish one. And there are people like him, but really, he's kind of being a stand-in right now, a little bit for anybody who
Here comes a big one.
isn't advocating greater change.
Missed again.
Well,
steady, boy. Here comes a big one. Hold steady. Almost there. You did it! You
Hell
caught
yeah.
200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised. And you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
Can you believe this is my first time playing this? Oh yeah, I love that. That is really cool. That all those little tentacles are dead because of the boss, because they were attached to him. Pretty sick. Come on, don't make me swim. There we go. Dive, I guess. Yeah, I actually want crisp, like the end goal of it for me is, I know it's pie in the sky, it's a bit much, doubt that it'll happen in my lifetime, but I would love for worker cooperatives to become like the standard.
Let's get up on that machine.
Like, I
and
think
break the
that
mirror diverting the
unions were
precursor
once
beam.
the standard, and you know, that's what I want again, but for worker cooperatives. Essentially, like, if a business, you know, becomes like a certain size, maybe if they start operating in like multiple states or whatever, I don't know what the criteria would be, but you know, it'd be based on something, some measure of its growth, size, whatever. And yeah, then they would be forced to become a workers' cooperative at that
Those
point.
tower doohickeys scattered all over the jungle must redirect the eco beam.
Because I do
Let's
believe
go
that, you
fiddle
know,
with
if
'em.
the interests of what activities the company engages in are distributed amongst the people that run and own and operate it, a lot
We need
less
to try
bad
to up
things
that
are going to
blue stuff
happen,
to get
right?
this
It's
open.
like where a CEO can decide, or a small board can decide, you know, okay, we're going to like dump a bunch of, we're going to start using this product or cut this from our whatever, blah, 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 you know, just like the I'm not going to give specific examples, like you kind of can figure it out. Like things that are going to result in harmful effects to the environment. Oh, bro.
That looks like it hurt. Should I call for backup?
Yeah, that kind of stuff would be a lot less likely if there's a bunch of minds that actually can be making the decision. You know, because like, let's say that they just hear, oh, okay, well, like, that's going to be the cheapest, quickest way to do this, fine. Let's just do that, right? Where if everybody is involved in this decision-making process, because they're also, their livelihoods are still tied to their work, but it's, you know, because it's mandated, because we're like at that point in this hypothetical, we can have that be a thing, and it's not like gonna have the same results. What was I saying though? They're gonna be less likely, and they're gonna be more likely to come up with a new way, a different way to achieve the same results, maybe even better, without skirting regulations. You know, they can have more room for innovation. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, you gotta angle this thing, that's right.
Line up the beam by pointing it at the next tower. Hey! We can follow the beam to find the next tower.
So I had it right. Just missed the first one.
Let's go to the next tower and reconnect the beam there.
This is a really cool level. Oh my god, it's right here. Or I guess area, because like the game doesn't really have levels, which is also really cool. Yeah, it's pretty much an open world. Like that. Oh my god. Did I already get the thing up there? I think so, yeah. So cool if I landed on a small platform. So do I not have all the eggs from... Oh yeah, I guess... That's weird. I feel like it should tell you how many eggs are in each area. Because I was missing like, I don't know, a handful of them or whatever from that other save. And I could only imagine you know, that there's just like one here, one there.
We should go tell that windbag of a mayor that he owes us big time for connecting the village energy beam.
Yeah, it feels better to just having like talked about that and not be so like up in arms over it, or feeling like, oh, it's gonna like start kind of a beef, because I've listened to Vaush for years, and I don't think of him as like necessarily like this like liberal type. I mean, it was definitely a
Good. You've collected
a
enough
rough
power
call
cells
with
to fuel my heat shield. Meet me
you
by
know,
the
Biden
entrance
and
to the fire
everything,
canyon by climbing the cliff
and I get it,
behind
where
the
it's like,
farmer's
yeah,
house.
obviously vote the
Bring
guy
power cells and hurry.
in the
My father
situation,
says
but
he's
people,
seen more lurkers around.
too many people are kind of thinking like that
You have proven
that's all we
yourself
gotta do,
worthy.
and as long as if we
As a
delegate
power
our responsibility of self-governance to these representatives, that that's gonna fix everything. It's their job, right? But like, what repercussions do they have if they don't do what they've been promising that they'll do? And there is none, because all we would do is what? Vote in somebody else? If the system doesn't have any sort of the repercussions beyond, you know, like, okay, you lose your job, but the structure of it
Hey,
is
let's go check out old
built to
Fish
sort of
Breath's
attract,
speedboat at the dock.
yeah, let's do that. But it is sort of built to like attract more. It's like with cops, right? Even if you did, which they don't tend to, you know, fire the corrupt ones, they just kind of like remove them or whatever, suspend, internal investigation, blah blah blah. But if that's the only recourse, the only repercussions that they suffer, you know, as a result of being corrupt, not doing the job, or doing it his poor job at it, and honestly just like violating people's rights. It goes beyond not doing your job or doing a piss poor job. It's like criminal, you know, activities. It's same thing with politicians. Then like, you're still pulling from the same pool of potential, you know, corrupt people. And I get that we can get our Mamdanis and whatnot, but
This place gives me the creeps. And trust me,
it's
a
sort of a
whole new
little, it's
experience
too little
when
too
you're
late,
covered
and the
in
only
fuzz.
reason that shift is occurring, that's becoming more acceptable, is because of how much corruption has happened, that it's
Hey, I see the sculptor's muse.
fun. So as I was saying, because like the corruption that's already happened, something like that. Whoa. Ha. Thought I was gonna die there, didn't you? Me too. So I know I was saying, like, we're pulling from the same pool of people who are motivated by the same incentive structure, or at least could be motivated by that same incentive structure, and it's kind of like more of a risk than we should have to endure, especially with how long it takes to make that kind of a change. Yeah. I would say that that is where I'm coming from with it. Hopefully that makes sense. It takes too long to make that kind of a change, so when we bank on that, when we put all of our eggs in, excuse me, we put all of our eggs in one basket on that, we're taking a bigger risk than it might seem to just fight back. Or at least to have other things lined up, like the other programs I've mentioned, Crisp included. It's pretty straightforward to me. I don't know. It seems like maybe there's something I'm missing with the viability of Crisp. And I'm welcome, or I'm open to having that discussion. You know, as long as it's not just like some bullshit where you don't give me any actual reasons, or you tell me like, oh well, you know, this agency, this authority on this information says this thing, or not even, or they just like basically like they say you're an idiot or something. You know, like, give me some specifics, push back if you truly believe that it's warranted. If you're just kind of like, you know, coming up with a devil's advocate argument against mine, then I don't want it. Because yeah, then I start like I will get really shitty with you if only if I feel like that's what you're doing. But I try to be like reasonably understanding towards that, because I think I've done that plenty where I'm making those that kind of position, and it really does get annoying. Because it's like, are we really disagreeing here, or are you just kind of like coming up with maybe it wouldn't work because of this thing? And I can get that if you're being honest with me, but if you're just like coming at it like, well, it won't. You know, and you're coming at it as though that's a hard stance you hold. Oh!
Red Eco makes your attack stronger.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's like really that necessary in this area, or if they just want to showcase it. But yeah, we can disagree on things, and you know that's totally fine if somebody thinks that it's that they want to put a certain amount of energy into like trying to get. Oh my god, I cannot believe I just did that.
Step one. Stay alive.
Into getting people elected, and you know that's kind of where they're leaning on into things, and that's fine. But if you're just like, that's all I'm gonna do, then I do think less. Let's see what else such a cool game. Oh my god, it would be amazing if there was like a Jak 4. or actually, I'd like it to be a Jak and Daxter, you know, title, and because I think that would sort of bring it back to this, or signal the most that they would be bringing it back to kind of its roots, but with modern graphics, mechanics, and just a buttload of, what the, why? Okay. And yeah, just like a bunch of new things that you can do, but not have it be like, you know, you're in the city or whatever, but there could be like some larger towns to explore and, you know, do some like shop stuff. You could have some kind of currency, maybe even, I don't know, coins that were made from precursor metal or something. Or just have normal money. That, except money in games is cool. We'll get into that. Yeah, the exploration and, you know, these jungles and all that. There could be like hidden dungeons, and it could be like a dungeon delver kind of thing.
It's an ambush, Jack!
I mean, I wouldn't mind if they put like some, if they wanted to have some like survival builder stuff going on. That wouldn't bother me at all. But I know that could kind of irritate some people because it's just like, oh, it's been done 1,000 times now. But I love it. Whoa. Okay, it does hurt. Whoa! I gotta do this guy. Sick bug.
I was right behind you, Jack! Really? I was.
Oh, you know what? I could have broke those if I grabbed the red thing and ran the red eco and ran around and broke those.
This place gives me the willies.
Yes, I think.
Let's keep you out of the ooze, okay?
Jak goes into the ooze and just like turns into Vegeta. I mean, it's pretty damn close as it is. His hair would be black and receding. Oh. Could have been worse. I don't know why these are all over. Oh wait, yeah, because you can actually go through that door, or that same area, but in reverse. Oh, and then there's that, okay. That's just not gonna work. Yeah, Jak 2 and I've not played 3 yet, so... Oh, sweet. Yeah, haven't played 3, but 2, there's a lot that I don't like about it. It's kind of grown on me. But yeah, it's not this at all. It really is like an entirely different game.
Those dog eco boxes are bad news!
I did that on my first try.
I have to admit, I'm impressed. You two didn't screw up. Now that the lurkers can't open that silo, they can't flood the world with dark eco and cause untold destruction. Wipe that ridiculous grin off your face, Daxter. The two of you have plenty to do. Get on with it.
Get some! Get some!
See how they just hid. Terrified. Jaxed. Oh, oh. As it should be. not enough. Get that gold block, so. This is unreal. No! Give me the egg! I am so done with this. I'm gonna hop off of this and just grab it. Jesus. Can I? No, I don't actually think I... Yeah, I can't do that. There, God. Like 5 times. I still gotta go back up there for the other ones. That slows me down. That just wasn't planned out well. They should have put that at the end of that line. Yeah. Change my mind. It's a terrible game. Don't play it. Yeah, there we go. I don't even know why they needed 2 of them that close anyway. Oh, wait, was... I think one of them... Yeah, one of them was the scout fly box. It just happenstance.
Shred the lurkers, Jak. Not the mines! Rule number 1, always avoid the mines!
Around our village for weeks. Bring your zoomer back to the chance pad and I'll teleport it back.
That should be everything here. We got all those and those. But yeah, bring back, you know, all of the different eco, and if they did that in 3, you know, make... Well, I guess anything that I suggest could have been done in 3 as far as I'm aware. So yeah, I think they should bring back all the different kinds of eco, allow you to like upgrade it, of course, which they did do that a little bit in 2, so I'm sure there is some of that in 3, but they, as far as the different kinds of eco, there was only 1 in 2. And if they, I haven't beat it yet, but if it took them this long to have any other kind in it, then it doesn't really matter. Why can I not get off? Is my controller having issues? I think it is. I think my controller decided to have problems. Oh, there it is. Weird. No, did it seriously?
Hurry up with those power cells. I'm waiting at the
Can't be
head of
doing
Fire
that to
Canyon,
me.
at the top of the cliff behind the farmer's house.
Oh, we're getting the lag spikes. Oh, actually, we need to check in with all these people. Got a lot of stuff to catch up on.
I see you two are back to make the trade. Good, jolly good. You have the precursor orbs that we agreed on? I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
I should have been paying more attention to how many precursor orbs we have. I know that was going to be 90 to him. Oh. Okay, so I think I want to get the one from the machine, just because it's a little bit harder to reach. That way that's done. I think a Jack 4 would be huge. For real. Oh, did I already did it? How did I forget that? Oh, is there a scout flight? Yes, there is.
Oh, what a wonderful sight! I thank you. And the entire village will thank me. Boys, you have restored power to the village and guaranteed my re-election. And for that, my boy...
Oh, I have so many words for you. Get them out slowly, but sure. Okay, let's just get it over with.
So, you want to make a contribution? Good. A sizable one, I hope. Yeah. Oh, it is a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
Pretty much your standard politician. Or basic elected official, yeah. My muse!
Oh, my muse! You saved her! Oh, you really are the best. Here, take this power cell. I won't need it now that I have my inspiration back.
Wait, there is still stuff back this way. Now that those vents are open. Now let's just go real quick. It's kind of counterproductive. I think if you land right on top of those, they'll break. Yeah. I don't know if that's a glitch or what. It's hard to believe that's what they intended. Well, it has to be, though, because you'd have to program it in. There's really nothing left for us to shoot, though, because of that. Got it. I think there wasn't anything else. See, we got all the eggs underwater. We don't really know if we got all the eggs in the area.
Heimlich! Stretcher! Yuck. Reverend?
Yeah, we're not going back there. We gotta go meet with Kira. Let's see, buy those from him and him. So we might be... Oh, yeah, we're set. Nice, okay.
Great! You have the 20 cells needed to power my heat shield. Now be careful. The shield will only protect your zoomer till it reaches 500 degrees, so try to keep her cool. Flying over open lava will definitely heat you up fast. Hit 500 degrees and it's over.
Over? Like burning molten metal over?
The fire canyon gets pretty hot, so keep a lookout for jumps to keep you off the hot ground. I've also released several blue cooling balloons you can use to drop the shield's temperature quickly. Oh, and when you get across, don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Blue Sage's lab. Then we'll be able to teleport over and meet you. Good luck!
Hit those balloons to cool off! There's scoutflies out here, too! Woo! See if we can catch air off those lurkers!
Really want to. This is like, I feel like it's a little bit unstable.
don't think I'll ever get used to that teleporter tingling sensation. Hey! It looks like the Blue Sage threw a party.
Oh my! Rock Village is on fire!
One heck of a party.
No, I mean Rock Village is being bombarded with flaming boulders. Oh, and it looks like the Blue Sage is working on a levitation machine to move them. Assuming it's operational, we're gonna need power cells to fuel it. I guess you two are going to have to find some more.
We'd better take a look at his notes. Jack, go check on the villagers, then come back and give us an update. And take the furball with you.
Apparently, the precursor structure just off the coast leads to an underwater lost city. The Blue Sage has been trying to figure out how he can bring one of the chambers to the surface, but he was never successful. You should check it out.
Aren't there a lot of lurker sharks in that water?
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Of course not. Just looking out for Jack here. You know what a chicken he can be.
Well, if you swim out over the coral reef, I doubt the lurker sharks will bother you. They don't like shallow water. Until we find out why the Blue Sage disappeared, you're going to need to collect 45 power cells to fuel his machine. Go get them.
You two look like a couple of capable fellows. I've got a research project going, and maybe you could help me out.
Hey, we're the ones on a big quest here. We ask you for help.
Well, perhaps we can help each other. I've been studying the burrowing habits of lightning moles in the precursor basin next to our village for years. But now those awful lurkers have scared the moles to the surface. And since they're blind as bats, they can't find their way back underground. If you could herd them back into their burrowing tunnels, you might just save their lives. I've got a power cell that says you can do it.
Yeah, lightning moles. We care. Maybe for 2 power cells.
Nice try. But I would be willing to part with another power cell if you two find me 90 precursor orbs for my research equipment. Fair enough?
I don't know why everyone settled on 90. Everyone just needs 90 orbs.
Good luck, boys.
Let's not break your stuff.
Oh, no, not another hero. I lost my shorts on this so-called hero's big fight against the monster up there. Trust me, the smart money's on the monster. That wager pretty much tapped me out. So, I got a proposal. Bring me 90 orbs to get me back on my feet and out of this barrel, and I'll give you a power cell in return. And if you're game, I do have one more bet online. My big comeback. Beat the record time race at Dead Man's Gorge in the Precursor Basin, and I'll get a pretty payoff. For that, I'll give you another power cell. Oh, yeah! These orbs will help me win my way back out of this barrel. Here's the power cell, I promise.
You. Yeah, I might paste the crisp stuff in the description, at least the welcome letter, because that'll lead to like some other information if anyone's interested in getting more information on Friends of that way and how it's structured, how it accomplishes.
That's one of those flying.
Really? You're gonna run right around it? top of that thing, or like there was a way, you know, something that they put up there for you to get, because that looks like it'd be a sick jump. But I've tried. You can't. I just gotta get on the other side of it. Like Rainbow and a cat. Except that happened.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Avoid the dark ego boxes!
It's both of you. Get in there. talk a little bit about Chris, though, if is listening, if anybody is interested in hearing a little bit about it, maybe convince you to check out a little bit more. But yeah, my solution to all these problems I mentioned earlier is a network of gardeners and organizations, mutual aid groups, and just kind of civilly minded groups that are that are, you know, trying to like sort of achieve the same end, or even if they're not necessarily trying to do that, that's not like what they're formed for. They can do that through their current structure, and maybe just like tweaking a few things to kind of meet us where we're at, or trying to meet. So it would look like, you know, the contracts that are for like somebody, let's say somebody wants a garden and they want some irrigation, you know, so it's like a fully automated garden that's got like all the lines ran and the, you know, from their sprinklers or the maybe they do or don't have those already. That's not, you know, problem. That's kind of what we'd be installing those things. And the cost of that, the material and the labor, would be part of their contract, right? So like, instead of regular member dues, which might be 25 or $50 a month, whatever, depending on what the needs are, for like overhead and how many people we can split this between to sort of make that make sense. Everything being fully transparent, whatever it is, kind of finalized on that. But they would get this garden, they would pay $160 a month or whatever, whatever rate is determined, and then they would own their garden. We don't like do anything with it after that unless they sign up, you know, unless they have like a, well actually as a member they would get, you know, other benefits, like we can upgrade stuff or clean, so, you know, do like a maintenance, sort of a routine seasonal maintenance service to it. If it's like a hydroponic system, for example, that might be something that needs like cleaned out or winterized. You gotta be kidding, there's just the one left. Was because they come back. And it'd be on a no-interest loan basis, so like, if, you know, they're just going to be paying for what they got. And by the end of it, you know, once that's up, that would constitute their first,
you keep on impressing
like,
me.
membership term.
But then maybe it's just because I've got,
you know, so they do have to
low
maintain membership after receiving
okay,
those things.
your moment of
until it's
gloating
paid
is
off.
over. Get on with it.
I mean, I guess they don't have to be a member technically. Like, if they just want to refuse the right to vote and everything else that comes with membership, I guess they can do that. But it'd be contracted in that, you know, that's what they're paying for how long, and what amount. And afterwards, of course, they can sign up for any duration of membership, member dues, and they can offset member dues as well. So if they do maintain that membership, they can choose to donate like produce from their gardens, and you know, the amount would kind of be based on like market values that would offset like a monthly payment by however much, you know, that equals. Or they could chase you.
Let's go get our power cell from the geologist.
Or they can do labor, which would be paid for. So their service, whatever labor they participate in, that would be based on like whatever projects we have available. They'd be posted up either on the Discord or website once that's set up.
One ring down, a bunch to go.
You know, they can just sign up for that, and they can do like say like 16 hours in a month, or basically they can spend a weekend, and you know, actually that doesn't matter. It's literally up to them and what's available. They can do that work. They get paid the minimum wage, and be anything between the minimum wage and 27 an hour, which is the goal that I want to be at for everybody to make. Like everybody would make 27 an hour. And I guess like that there could be some modification depending on like how many roles you possess. Start over. They're not gonna make that in time.
You've got to fly through each ring before they turn off.
Yeah. Yeah, and everything that they do before, after the minimum wage, which goes into their pocket, anything between that and 27 an hour, which is what somebody normally doing that work would be making if they're working in the organization. That would go towards their member dues and offset that. I believe I would only want this to apply to the gardener members, for one, because like it does incentivize gardening to sort of to pay off that and to maintain membership, which we need that produce, but we don't want to like mandate it, you know. So it's like it's optional, it's incentivized, and they can have to spend as much that way. Spider in here. We're gonna have to move his ass outside real quick. Oh Jesus, what the fuck? Why is this buzzing? No, none of that. None of that. Okay, spider wasn't that big. It was just all had his legs all sprawled out, and it was kind of dropping down from the ceiling. But got him. Gonna get him outside. Alright. Sorry about that. Let's see, we gotta do that race still. That might be the last thing in this area. Play pretty quick. Oh wait, no, there's another race. Or another ring challenge. But I think we'll save that. Already, we've lost the race, just like the amount of seconds that was wasted on those 2 hiccups. Yeah, it really likes the lag on this. is actually really hard. Oh, and there might even be some orbs that we missed. That's too bad. We'll either find them on this challenge or have to come back.
Hurry! There's the next ring!
Yeah, that's right. There's those ones on the jump, and then I think there's like another set that are floating in the air. Definitely want to get those. Oh my god, where is it? Oh. Get it. No. Alright. Probably will be the fastest that I've done. Oh, except for that spider incident. Maybe the clock wasn't running? Right, then we gotta get that thing. That's a tough one. I think I've got it before. Or maybe not. Maybe that's what I was missing on that other run. Because, yeah.
Beware of the dark light, for it has twisted the fate of one of you. Bring me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
Oh my god, I'm stupid. I made that comment earlier about what would happen if Jack got the ego ooze on him. And I just realized, like, that is what happens in 2. So, we already know the answer. Okay. It's just a little bit off on that. We're gonna possible. It has to be.
Rocks have feelings too.
Right. Oh, wow.
Oh, my aching head.
I thought that's one of your vital organs. Walk it off, tough guy.
Oh, sure, I was tough once. Maybe even the toughest of them all. I single-handedly defended this village from those horrid creatures for almost a year. Then that horrible monster arrived and commenced the boulder bombardment.
With that idea earlier that I was talking about,
full of
like,
valor,
about
shining in the sun. I
if Vaush
climbed the
or
hill
someone
to
like
take him on.
that was to
But he
say that somebody like
one
myself is being
tenderizes
selfish
a yakko
with my
steak.
position on,
Have you tried attacking him with your melodrama?
overturning this,
Because it's killing me.
After
the
my
system.
last
Like there are
failed.
things that I don't
He
want
sealed
to
the
lose,
passageway to his roost with a
comfort-wise,
30
but what
ton,
do I really have
leaving no way
personally
for
to
anyone
gain
to
that wouldn't be a
challenge him again.
societal benefit, by
So,
overturning
our sage, a master of
what the
blue
system has
eco
become,
and a mechanical
or,
genius, devised a machine
yeah,
capable
'cause
of lifting
there's
the
only so much
boulder out of
operating
the
within
way.
it that you can do.
But
It's kind of
alas,
like you can't
disappeared
really
before we
do
had a
anything
chance
about
to turn
the
it on.
negative impacts of capitalism
And he
by
took all of his powers
engaging in that same.
At least I was able to pull enough pontoons out of our bridge to
or at
prevent
least,
that monster from coming down
it's-
here to do me harm.
Yeah, good
It's,
job,
I
tough guy.
can't say
But,
that you
we're
can't
gonna
do
need
that,
you to,
but it would seem
put him back and stuff.
counterintuitive.
Oh, sure. And seal my doom? All right. Fine. Bring me 90
Like I
precursor
said, it's
orbs
the
and I'll
underlying
let
incentive
the
structure,
bond
which he's gotten into
But I'm
about
not
that
going
before.
to fight that monster again.
Wait, you want 90 orbs too? Oh, right, to fix the bridge.
Oh, wonderful. You brought me the precursor orbs. All right, I'll fix the bridge. But don't ask me to get involved with that creature again.
Thank you for saving those moles. That's awfully good of you. Here's a power cell to help you out. Now I can get back to my research.
And yeah, I don't want to like sit there and go, he's the selfish one or whatever, but he certainly would have more to maintain, at least, I don't want to say, it's going to benefit from keeping things the same necessarily, but I guess, like, we could project that to make a good case for it. This is it's an interesting level. Like, there's a lot of them where I'm like, oh, I really like this area. I want to say it's my favorite, but then I think about it, it's like, well, it's really hard, but it's fun.
Wow! when you're powered up with yellow eco.
I hate those things.
I'll say something really teary at the funeral. Like, how am I gonna get Shane back now?
Yeah, something I like to say is, you know, if you risk nothing, you risk losing everything. So, not really. At least now, I mean, maybe that doesn't really apply in every case, but it certainly applies in
We should shoot those big boulders holding the tether.
system of governance in this current events.
Did you see that? Only 3 more tethers to go.
So I think if I kind of come on though. What am I supposed to do here? Okay, I'm just gonna have to remember that that's there.
Shoot those rat nests to stop the rats from coming out.
Forgot you can't just punch those things. Why it seems so hard to get to 50. I feel like there should be more green ego in those chests. Like, yeah, there should be more green ego in them, but there should be less of them. But still, overall, it should be easy.
Only 2 more tethers.
though, because when I was bringing up Vaush quite a bit in regards to this discussion, because I tend to watch quite a bit
That
of stuff,
dirigible barely hanging on.
but I actually sided with him way more, you know, back when him and like Paul's ego first got into it. So I don't know, it's kind of funny, I guess. That's kind of how it goes. I do have like plenty of criticism for Paul for sure, but not really like. It doesn't seem like his takes are going to have as much of an impact in this direction. I'm talking about anyway, like a negative impact. It's definitely gonna be. No, wait, because I can't. place. Yeah. That probably happened to so many people where there's just this one egg floating around somewhere. And that's probably why they were like, okay, we're not going to do that anymore in a second. Makes me think of Fable, actually. I think that's part of... Well, I played this first, so I guess this is part of why I like Fable. No, I want to play the Fable games again, because I guess the new one's coming out, right? So, it'd be a perfect time. I've never actually played the original Fable. I had only played 2 and 3. Not the online one either, but I've wanted to play the online. I wonder if that's free to play. If it's free to play, I'll download it.
Hey,
Space.
there's the front flat.
Or it's like Albion Online. I think that's part of Fable.
Sometime. Now, go back to the trans pad, and I'll bring her home.
No! I've pretty much been binge watching Euphoria lately. Like, I think I was told about this show by my sister a long time ago, and I just didn't pay any attention to it. But then my friend Russia was telling me about it, and so I'm like, alright, I'll check it out then. I guess we were just looking for like a show that we both like and talk about. Or that's what I was doing anyway. So, yeah, it actually, you know, I hated it at
friends.
first, like
Enjoying
really.
my beautiful
Just,
swamp?
it's like, man, they're
Oh,
making
these
like
here
being a
boys.
teenager seem like
Everything
you're
that
in,
doesn't
like,
sink
midget
into the
mafia
mud, that is.
shit. Just,
Judging by the smell, I'd wager
Like,
your
it is-
bathtub sank in the
and then
mud.
it also like all of the
What's a
sex scenes was
bathtub?
really just
Anyway, I
felt
got
like
bigger
weird
problems now.
to be watching, but
Seen some nasty lurker
it is a really good show,
snatching
and
everything they can get their grubby little paws
yeah, I'm on the
on.
3rd season, and
Scaring away my
I actually
pet
just had to
hog,
like
Carly.
stop.
He's been missing for
I
now
might
to a coon's
try
age.
and get back into it, see if I
Putting out his favorite snack.
can vibe with it, but
His
I
ornery
won't
swamp
spoil
rats
anything.
keep stealing them.
It's
Those pesky
there was
critters
something that
away long
happened
enough.
that
I just
in like
know
the
Farley
first
will smell them vitals and come
first
back.
2 episodes
Will you help me
with
out?
the main character and like some viewpoints that I was like, yeah, you know what, for one, I kind of was wanting to hate the main character anyway.
Good. Those rats will be back any time. Shoot all them rats. Keep them from eating at least one
Yeah,
of them snacks.
This is one of those situations, one of those types of characters where you want to hate them. Why can't I look up? This is a problem. Oh, I guess I don't need to. Okay.
Get some! Get some!
Get him! Got him! Get him! More! Got him!
Yeah, I guess if I had to control for the vertical axis too, that'd be a nightmare.
Get him! Nice shot! Got him! Get him! Nice shot!
Get some! Get some!
Get him! Over there!
Get some! Get some!
Nice! Get him! Get him! Nice shot! Nice shot! Get him! Over there! Get him! Nice shot!
Get him! Get him!
Get some! Get some!
More! Nice! Get him! Over there! Get him!
Get some! Get some!
Get him!
Get some! Get some!
Well, fry my hide! You sure know how to shoot. Thanks a heap for the help.
Practicing finals. So I actually do want to play some more of that. That one for sure I can't be talking about like my views and whatever just because so it's an intense game and there's teammates like I don't put them through that. Something that I would like to see with different leftists on YouTube is collaboration, right? Rather than like the hating each other back and forth kind of thing. I mean, obviously your disagreements are going to be your disagreements, but they shouldn't, you know, stand above anything else, or above working together to try and affect change in the situation. I guess if there's like a fundamental issue that just can't be worked out.
Good work, Jack. Your uncle would be proud. That was a giant arm from a precursor robot. I've never seen one in such
Now
good
that's a
condition.
big problem that I had with like Paul's thing when him and Vaush were arguing, was because I don't feel like there was a fundamental difference, but I don't think it was
You'll
warranted.
still fall short of hero. But keep trying. It's endearing.
Because yeah, I don't think that Paul really had like an alternative. It's like, okay, yes, the electoral system, bad, but we need an alternative, you know. And he did talk about general striking and whatnot, which is a big part of what led to me coming up with Chris. Because I was like, okay, well, how do you facilitate a general strike, right? If everybody just stops working, you kind of need the infrastructure. So I'm sure I'm not like the first person to come up with some, you know, idea on like a community resource project to address this type of thing, but I came up with the structure that I think works, that would work if we could test it on just like a local level at first. Yeah, that was just a bad idea.
Hey, Jack! Can I, have your insect collection?
No! Oh, thank God. Okay, now there's that one egg over there, and we're definitely gonna figure out how to get it. I think we could do this. Come on, get out of here. That was close. Oh my! Alright, so we just gotta clear these obstacles first, I guess. This game is like triggering my old dude habit. that's what the ducking's for? Huh. Yeah, that's literally the only thing in this whole game that ducking's good for, that I know of. What? Fuck me. God damn it. I want this one orb. It's just the one. Don't Uber hit. Okay, we just gotta figure out this game wants from me. Okay. Stupid. That was a little bit much, game. Wait, we got one more? Confused. Where would there be another minute? Well, I guess we're going back through. We're 100% is. There's no reason to just come back later. Oh, I think I know where it's at. I mean, I'd say I gotta slow down, but it's really not gonna matter. The game's gonna kill me. Yep, it was over here.
Look out, Jack! It's an ambush! Still doesn't explain the orbs, though. Oh. There it is. Alright. It might just be faster to just go through. Sounded like you just said Jim Beam's that crown medicine.
Act 2. You're on the elevator, you're just stuck. I guess you can walk around. That's it. I was doing pretty good early on, but I guess it does get harder as said my thing about speedruns, but pretty much it's not really a speedrun if you're not playing the game, you're just breaking it. No.
Don't step into the light, Jak! Don't step into the light!
I was doing so good. Whatever, we didn't even really need to go down there. Ouch! Oh, okay. Oh man, that was gonna be cool. Okay, I see what I'm doing That's kind of frustrating.
Quick! Follow that pipe!
That was close. Oh, thank God. Not sure if I can actually do this. Yeah, because of the things. Unless... That's right. Sent me so far back, though. I don't have anything for that one. eggs. You gotta do it all over again. One egg.
I'll bet we can get all of those things charged at once.
I knew I should have just killed him.
Heimlich! Stretcher! Yuck. Revenant?
Yeah, it's hard to choose between this or the spider cave, but yeah, one of them is my least favorite. And they could be like on par with each other too, but God, now I gotta do both of them. Well, that's just unfortunate.
I got a bad feeling about this. Jack, run! The dark eco is rising!
What the fuck? I think they just throw that we go well there just because it's like it makes you go too fast. It really doesn't. Maybe once I get to the next boss. Such bullshit, and I think I have to do it again because I have to go down both of those slides. One for a single egg, and the other for box, and maybe another egg. Slide is complete. Like a checkpoint thing at the top of there. Sure would be nice. Okay, at least we got it. Wonderful.
before. A power cell surfaced with the room.
Wasn't trying to kill me, but yeah, I just dumped this area. Swing back then. Let's see what we got for power cells.
Oh, you have the orbs. Here's a power cell we agreed upon.
For your sacrifice, I offer you a power cell.
Let's see, we already paid
Rocks have feelings
the
too.
rocks. Must be missing some eggs or something. Definitely missing something. This is the power cell. I think I was just floating there to the side. What's with all this lag? She said. Or even is Kira if she's not by the... She's not in here. She's not down by the laser beam.
cells for the machine. They ought to provide enough power to lift that boulder. There we go. Now be careful facing that monster lurker at the top.
Wait! I'll stay here and protect Kira. Jak, I think you're ready to handle that monster without...
Oh, really heroic of you.
Well, it's a good thing that scout flight was back there, because if it wasn't, we just have that time. So we'll take a peek at him, and then I'm gonna just go do something. He's been peaked. I don't know. I think I should engage him just to make sure that the save goes well. Okay, that should be okay. Let's just... Alrighty, till next time.